Hey everyone, I have made a big decision here, and I think I'm going to go with the fine tip liner brush for inking here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower this down. As much as I really like this pencil sketch, it's still just a pencil sketch. And what I set out to do is attempt that AFK journey, shape and color based style. I've never really done it before, so I'm going to try it out here. So I'm going to go into this layer. I'm going to call this, I'll call it fine line. Because who knows, I might, I'm not married to this technique, and it's something I might be trying for the first time. I'm going to lose a lot of that cool shading I did on Joseph's cloak, but I'm going to try to recapture that back when I do the color. So one of the reasons it's very challenging to do a very fine line like this for line art is because, actually, let me darken this a little bit. It's because you can't really fool the viewer as far as the shape goes. So wait a minute, what's wrong with this picture here? Oh, the opacity was not at 100. Okay, so I'll just make this 100 and then make this like a gray, middle gray color. Let me change the hue and saturation again, just kind of thinking out loud. I want like a mid-gray color on a multiply layer. So one of the things you can't really do is fool people into thinking that your lines are accurate with thick lines. You got to have accurate lines, and the way I use the lines has to be expressive. Now in animation, it's normal for me to use a line with a single thickness. But in illustration, you usually try to go for line weight. So if I'm going to be doing any line weight with this, which I'm going to try to, I guess, avoid, it will be through like hatching or like, doubling the line like that, something like that. And I'm going to be making like improvisational decisions as I go. Ultimately, I'm going to try to stay zoomed in like this and try to, really make this a nice... drawing where you should still be able to find those details from far away. But you know what? If this is going to be on a wall, let's say I print this out as an 8.5 by 11, you might not be able to see these super fine details, right? So I might maybe be zoomed in maybe about this far instead. Yeah, because I have to think about, if this is on a wall. Yeah, I just won't zoom in like maybe any further than this. Or maybe a bit more than that, just because there has to be balance though, because I have to find the right zoom so that I'm not doing details that are like too erroneous, but not like being too inaccurate with my lines. So when drawing according to shape, I have to think of the hair like a volume, not as a set of strands. So I'm going to think of Joseph's, and I'm going to kind of clump them up in a certain way that it looks like, more 3D. Okay. So with this technique, it might take a while to finish this, but I'm going to stick to it. Now, for those of you listening to this, my commissions are open. So if you have any requests, and I do take discounts if your request is like a Catholic figure, like a saint or an angel or something, or someone, or even some historical figure, or even someone like I take any request, but I will give a discounted price if it's that type of subject matter. So my commissions are open, as you guys know from my videos. I will do like any kind of style, any kind of anime character, fantasy characters, whatever. But yeah, the commissions are open. They're very open. My queue has nothing on it right now. There are a couple people I'm waiting on further requests from, but they said, you know, they're both busy, so that leaves the queue totally open for me, which is nice because it gives me time to do work like this. But I'm not getting paid for work like this until I sell it as a product. So and I don't even know if this would sell. I don't know, but I'm gonna sell it as a product anyway because I want a large volume of Catholic works. I want a large volume of them. Okay. So I'm gonna keep thinking of this as a shape, and I'm not gonna do too many like hatching lines and form, you know, lines like that on the inside. We'll leave that in the color. And I really have some of the character ideas from AFK Journey in my mind right now, and the way that, you know, they treat shape and color. So I really want to try imitating that. Oh, it's just about time for me to go home though, so I'm going to stop this recording. You guys kind of get the picture of the process here and how it's going to be different. But I gotta go, so I'll talk to you guys later. God bless. Bye-bye.